Kablam Blam is doing a 24-hour charity stream. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. It's the charity streams for able gamers. It's basically a nonprofit that helps people with disabilities be able to combat against social isolation via video games and help them find a community, whether it just be, I don't know, an online video game or some, a Discord or something like that.
That's pretty impressive, and he's raised a lot of money on that so far. Let's check in on that. $700 raised.
Say, don't look at my stream yet. It's a bit.
I see.
I don't know what's happened.
It's a little janky over there. Serial gifted a tier 1 sub, and it went to Ibrahim7. Thank you very much for that. I didn't get much of an audio notification, but it went through either way. You said you had something you wanted to talk about last night.
Yeah, okay. Well, listen. Now, this has, you are going to know what I'm talking about because you did a TikTok about it.
Okay.
Okay? I officially saw the commercial for Sweetie's fucking McDonald's meal. Okay? Look, I understand it's cool and all to have your McDonald's meals and shit, but nobody's putting their damn ketchup on top of a hamburger.
That's what I'm saying.
And if you do, fuck off. I have nothing else to say about it.
That's what I'm saying. I think she's trolling. You know when people they make TikToks and you think you're supposed to be focusing on like whatever it is they're doing, but really you see a guy in the background who, I don't know, is just doing something super weird, like his shirt's on upside down or something, and then the TikTok goes viral and it's just because of the guy in the background. I feel like that's kind of what Saweetie tried to do. Or McDonald's tried to do. They were like, you know what? No one's going to give a shit about Saweetie's McDonald's meal. But I bet if we put some obscene, outlandish shit on there, everybody's going to be like, did you see Saweetie's McDonald's meal? And now everybody's talking about McDonald's. Look at us. We're talking about McDonald's. We're not even getting paid.
I know. It's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty bogus. I mean, the French fries on the Big Mac, that's good. That's standard.
No, I'm in full support of that. I do that when I don't have enough ketchup. I'll put French fries on it.
Why are French fries a substitution for ketchup?
I'm not really sure. It's because it's not.
Do you mean when you don't have enough? You mean you don't have enough ketchup for the fries, so then you just throw them on the burger?
Okay. So I throw them on the burger. Exactly.
That makes a lot more sense.
Because it all started when I worked in Austin, Texas. Went to this place, Sandy's Hamburgers. If you guys are in Austin, Texas, go to Sandy's Hamburgers. It's on Barton Springs. Okay, it's delicious. Every Thursday, hamburger and root beer for like $6 or something. Nonetheless, they only gave me like 2 packets of ketchup, so I had to have my fries on my hamburger. And
but
it wasn't the end of the world.
You don't think you could go back?
What?
Like, you don't think you could have went back in there and got more ketchup?
It wasn't worth the time. They had so many people there.
Okay. Let's start off with that. What's the best burger you've ever had? And where is it?
It's tough, man. Maybe Shake Shack. I love me some Shake Shack.
Shake Shack.
It is so good. You ever had Shake Shack?
I had it once, maybe twice. I was in downtown DC, and I just remember the staff was rude. And then my friend told me, he's like, that's just how people act up here. And I was like, well, why would you live here? And he said something about he's going to law school there, so he has to live there. But yeah, it was just like a lady. She was just walking by, and she was just like, watch out, instead of excuse me. Very subtle difference.
Yeah.
But I was just like, how dare you? I deserve my food for free now.
I would agree. That's bullshit.
Any particular Shake Shack? So you're going with a chain for the best burger you've ever had.
Oh, I guess. Damn. Initially thinking, but now that I'm thinking about it more, I got to go back to Austin, Texas, and it's not Sandy's. Sorry, Sandy's. I know I just hyped you up, but you're not the best in Austin. That would be Hop Dotties. That's probably the best burger I've ever had.
Hop Dotties.
Yeah. And that's kind of a chain type thing too.
Do they have like a theme going on?
Not that I remember, but it's really weird how you order. It's almost like you could just get funneled through like the whole restaurant. I don't know.
Efficient, like
But
assembly line.
it's like garlic aioli fries and shit like that.
Okay.
Parmesan. It was very good. I totally forgot about it because I'd only had it a couple times because I'd only lived there a little bit.
We got Nate Dogg in Twitch chat says Ed's Burger Joint, Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
That
If
sounds good.
I don't think I'll ever be in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, but maybe.
Perhaps,
For
yeah,
me,
you never know.
I think there's I mean, I don't know what's the best, but I know they're all in Charleston. As far as a chain goes, man, I love me some Five Guys. I think
Love you
that
some
it's
Five Guys, yeah.
man, they're so good. But there's a place here in Charleston called Poe's Tavern, and it's based off of it's based off of Edgar Allan Poe. It's really cool.
Yeah.
They make some pretty dope burgers. And there's a little spot in Norfolk called Jack Brown's.
Nice.
Big fan of that. It's kind of weird because burgers are like such a simple thing.
Yeah.
But like you can have like a memorable experience. Be like, this is the best one. But it's all the same thing. I tell you what's not my favorite burger, the Saweetie one.
No, that's bullshit.
That's a fact.
Because I saw your TikTok, I'm like, that's really annoying. But then I saw the commercial for it, and I got even more pissed off. It made no sense.
I haven't seen the commercial. Do we want to pull that up? Let's see. All I did was add a display overlay so we can actually watch stuff. Saweetie, McDonald's. Which one was it? The Saweetie meal. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me get this pulled up. How do I do this?
I'm Saweetie, and this is my McDonald's order. I get a Big Mac, chicken McNuggets, fries, and a Sprite with sweet and sour and barbecue sauce.
I have no
But
idea.
I like to mix it all up. So I'm gonna put some fries on my Big Mac.
All right, so
Or
far
top
so
my
good.
fries with chicken McNuggets.
Okay.
Or make a totally new sandwich like this.
Bro,
As long as you're doing you, you're
What?
doing the Sweetie now.
I'm watching the commercial. You know what actually annoyed me, I think, the most out of all that? Was that, although I acknowledge that it's the correct way to say it, she called them chicken McNuggets. It's just chicken nuggets.
Yeah, but, I mean, I guess, dude. I don't
If
know.
if you're going to say them by itself, if you leave out the chicken, I feel like you can say, let me get some McNuggets. Even that feels weird. No one says that. Nobody says that.
What, the McNugget or the chicken part? I missed it.
No one says chicken McNuggets.
I would rather say chicken McNuggets than McNuggets.
Give me a second here. You doing okay? You good? Thank you. Ooh.
Did you get food?
Oh, she brought me an egg sandwich and a
Where's my
coffee.
egg
Thanks,
sandwich?
babe.
Hey, babe, where's my egg sandwich?
Yes. Well, she drank all the coffee this morning, and there wasn't any left for me. So then she offered politely to get me some. So,
Oh, that's nice.
all right. What are we going to talk about today?
Well, fucking hamburgers, I suppose. I'm pretty worn out, Like, I was
Yeah.
struggling there between about 3 in the morning to like 8 in the morning.
Kablam is doing a 24-hour stream, and he has how many hours into it?
A little over 16, 17.
Little over
I end at
16
4
hours.
EST. We have, 5 hours left? So
5 hours to go. He said he's doing that charity event. That's pretty cool, man. $700.
yeah,
like
we've
that.
raised a lot. It's exciting.
Yeah, and for the Able Gamers Foundation, we were discussing perhaps for someone like me who does not have a disability but is terrible at video games, maybe we can start a foundation to make me better. And
Yes.
Kablam says I just have to practice, probably.
Yeah, I recommend just practicing.
I prefer like a controller that nobody else has that I can beat them with. Maybe like 4 right triggers on it. I don't know. I guess people do that. They use keyboards that have crazy amounts of control and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You, at your current age athleticism, and ability. That stays permanent.
Okay.
How old does LeBron James have to be before you can beat him one-on-one in basketball?
Probably to the point where he is not able to walk, because I don't know how to play basketball.
Yeah, but I mean, eventually it's going to be like a stamina thing. I mean, if he's 87 years old.
If it's at what I'm at right now, I don't
Yes.
think it'll matter. I don't have any stamina.
You think an 87-year-old LeBron James is just waxing you on the court still?
I am currently 87-year-old LeBron James.
You know what his knees are going to be like? Like, he won't be able to walk. Like,
dude, I guess I don't know, man. But like, I can't.
All right, we could go in reverse then. How young? If you got to go back in LeBron James time, 6 years old. I could be the 6-year-old.
I was about to say 6. Body up on that bastard. Knock him around.
Oh man. I think if I was really thinking about it, he's 37, turning 37 this year.
Is he really? Okay.
And no chance I'm even scoring a point, right? What's crazy is if you go, I mean, if you can look at like Shaq or Magic Johnson, any of these guys, they're still moving about. I think the key factor here is really the quickness. As far as talent goes, like shooting and everything, he's still going to be able to do that, right? So I think it really comes down to the moving speed. Especially if you're playing one-on-one, you're playing make it, take it. All he's got to do is just slowly dribble and back you down, and then you're never going to win. Like, until the day he dies, he could probably beat you in basketball.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
The second you switch that to to not make it, take it, and then it's like kind of like if you can do a full court, nobody plays one-on-one full court, but then you really got a chance. Because every time you get the ball, you just sprint, and he can't keep up. I'm going to say, yeah, if it's one-on-one, make it, take it in a half court, I mean, legitimately until he is hospitalized from old age, or I genuinely think he could beat me. Football's a little bit different. I also had a similar question. I'm gonna go a 2-for-1. How many fingers would Tom Brady have to lose until you are a better quarterback than he is?
5.
All 5 fingers?
Well, I don't know. It depends. Like, if it's just his thumb, I think I'm fine. It depends on the fingers.
And Nate Dogg says 0. He's better than Tom Brady already.
Okay. Hey, Tom Brady works on his checkdowns, bro. Hey, I already know I'm better a receiver than Tom Brady. Let's face that.
Yeah, I actually am willing to say that for sure. And people will be like, he's a professional athlete. Barely. All right. You've seen his combine.
His combine's rough.
He just has he has a right arm that was gifted from God and a mind to go with it. And that's about it as far as athleticism. I mean, I don't think there's much that an average 20-something-year-old couldn't do compared to him. But I was just thinking about it. It was just like, because I was thinking about how many fingers would LeBron have to lose until I'm better than him at basketball, and I concluded all 10, and he would still beat me because
palms.
If he still has his palms, he could literally still just dunk on me.
Yeah,
and that's insane to think he could lose all of his fingers and he would still be better than me. Not immediately. If he just immediately lost all 10 of his fingers and he had no time to cope with it, and then he had to play me one-on-one in basketball, I could probably beat him. He probably wouldn't even care about the game. He would be like, where are my fingers?
Yeah.
That would be the only opportunity.
He'd be more concerned about his finger. But I think, yeah, you're right. He's still got his palms. But now, would he be able to grip the ball, really? I mean, he'd be able to dribble, yeah? And he just shoots with palms.
You got 2 hands. You can just pinch it between both palms.
Yeah, but he can't dribble like that.
He doesn't need to dribble. He's 6'9". He just shoots it over me.
Oh, yeah, that's true. What are you, like 4'9" or something?
Something like that.
That sandwich looks so good, and I'm starving.
Dude,
that is such a cool thing.
It's pretty good.
It looks good. It's amazing.
I'm trying not to make it. Here, you can do a story time.
So I was thinking about this the other day, right? Could you beat a megalodon? Like, you know a megalodon, right?
The answer is no.
Could you beat it if you had with any modern technology at your disposal.
Yeah.
Yeah? You think so?
We have submarines with nuclear missiles on them.
You think that would kill a megalodon, though? It's a dinosaur.
Do I think a nuclear missile would kill a megalodon? Yes.
Have you seen how big a megalodon is? I'm just
Have
saying.
you seen Hiroshima?
Hey, that was above water. Different story.
That pressure wave. Short of a submarine, though? Is it in the ocean?
It's in the well, yeah. If the megalodon were on land, I feel like I could just punch it.
I think it's the size of a school bus. All right,
Bigger than that.
probably a couple heavy duty toasters. Toss them in there.
Oh, good call. Yeah, real nice.
Electrocute 'em.
toasters.
Execute them. I bet megalodon tasted incredible.
You think so? I wonder if anybody's ever eaten megalodon. I would love to know that. What do you
I
think it
haven't-
tastes like?
Probably like shark.
Okay, what's shark taste like? Have you had shark?
Yeah, it's really good. It comes off because they don't have bones, right? So they don't really have a spine, and the way that it comes off is really strange. It's not a fillet like fish. They
Yeah.
have this. What is it called? Cartilaginous? Is that the word? Anyways, they have this this fake spine that's made out of cartilage, and the meat goes in like 4 sections around that thing. So
Yeah.
they come, and then you slice it up. It comes off in like steaks, like these little medallions. And it's sticky usually because you kind of cook it with the skin on. But it's good. It tastes like fish.
Awesome. That
I don't
sounds
know if a
delicious.
person ever would have eaten a megalodon. I'm not sure when they went extinct. I have a fossil of a megalodon tooth, and it's 12 million years old.
I mean, that's as cool as it gets, really.
Yeah. When did they go extinct?
At least a few million years ago.
I'm gonna mute my mic because I'm gonna say something that would trigger a lot of people's home devices. When did megalodons go extinct?
Oh, I see.
Here's what I understood from the website nhm.app.uk. Megalodon is an extinct species of shark that lived approximately 23 to 3.6 million years ago.
Mm.
Do you want a little more context?
No, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did.
They said about 20 million to 3.6 million. So no human ever ate megalodons. We can say that.
True.
I would bet the
human
only-
ever ate it.
I would
That's
bet the
true.
only thing that ever ate a megalodon was another megalodon, or maybe like a mosasaur, something like that.
An
I think
mosasaur.
I think a mosasaur was far more prehistoric than a megalodon, though.
I have no idea.
Anyway,
I have no idea, dude.
man, that's a good sandwich. I wasn't gonna eat on stream, but she offered, and I wasn't gonna say no.
Dude, if she offers, you got to do it, right?
You got to do it. Hey, dog, I know that one. All right. Is there any current events going on? Is there anything going on at all that's worth talking about?
You know what? I don't know. That's a good question.
I haven't been paying attention to life recently. I've just kind of been in the zone, in my own little zone, working a lot.
I have been too. We had a huge deadline this past week, and
Yeah?
it's much too overbearing, much too overbearing.
So
But
you
it's-
decided to stream for 24 hours to counteract
No,
it.
it's all done. It just ended.
Oh, okay.
But we do have another one.
Another project coming up.
Yeah, and that's like a really big one.
Something we were talking about last night. Spam. You've never had it.
Never had spam, but I do have a spam container.
Yeah, we can see that. You keep coins in it.
I keep coins in from China, ancient
keep-
China, and then my
you-
Irish coins. Coins
You
from
keep
Ireland.
coins specifically from ancient China, and like, are you continually collecting?
No, that's
ancient
just
China.
what's in there. Should I get it out?
Sure. Let's see the Chinese coins.
Oh, I have a camera on top.
Oh, Nice catch.
We're fine. I have a bracelet. So yeah, I've got my Irish coins. Okay. I have some ancient key.
I feel like I've seen.
A bullet shell from my grandfather's funeral. And then my 2 ancient coins.
Why do they have holes in them?
That's how they were weighted. Stamped.
Huh.
Right.
Nice. I am Growl says in the Twitch chat, what are your thoughts on Tyler Gibson joining Bumpus Jones and Bobo Hollerman in the history books of baseballs?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell he's talking about either.
Did he ask you that?
Yeah.
Who's Tyler?
I'm extremely distracted trying to fix my damn stream because it won't recognize Discord. So I'm just streaming this. I'm pissed. But it is what it is.
What do you mean it won't recognize Discord?
Dude, it's when I use my window display, it doesn't recognize Discord.
I'm looking at your stream though. Why don't you just move up whatever this window that you're?
Because that's just my screen. Like I guess I'll move it up like that,
Yeah.
but I can't crop it.
You
Like that's not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a window capture, but window captures aren't working for some reason.
Why? I don't understand why you couldn't crop it. You can make it larger until it fills out the space, and it would.
I only avoided doing that because it's my actual webcam. Like this is what I use for my games and stuff. I didn't want that to get all fucked up.
I see what you're saying. Tyler Gibson is not
Who's
showing
Tyler Gibson?
any. I don't know. I think we're being trolled. Tyler Gibson.
He did say spam is disgusting though.
Tyler Gibson baseball. Minor leagues. I got nothing. Got nothing there. Do you not follow sports? I do. There's no Tyler Gibson. I'm literally Googling it and nothing's coming up.
I know Kurt Gibson.
Minor league called up.
Dodgers.
Minor league called up to the Diamondbacks. Just threw a no-hitter in his first career start. That's actually incredible. Why is he not showing up?
That's pretty amazing.
Can you imagine? It's all downhill from there.
Yeah, seriously.
It's literally, I'm typing in Tyler Gibson baseball and nothing is coming up about it. Damn.
I don't know.
Against the Fathers. Dang, dude, that's pretty dope.
Okay. Well, forget about baseball. Would you rather sit on a dick and eat cake through your ass, or sit on a cake and eat some dick?
There's a clear-cut answer to this. You absolutely sit on the dick and eat cake.
No,
Here's why.
The cake's going up your ass. You have to eat the cake through your ass.
I didn't say that I wanted to do that. I said sit on a dick and eat cake. Wait, what did you say?
The cake, you can't eat cake through your mouth. It goes through your ass when you sit on the dick. So not only are you sitting on the dick, but you're eating cake through your butthole.
Why would I want to do that? What's the other option?
I don't know. I'm asking you what you want to do. That was the one you picked.
What's the other option?
The other option was sit on a cake and eat some dick.
So why isn't the question sit on a cake and eat dick or sit on a dick and eat cake? Why is it?
Because then it'd be really
why
obvious.
Why is it sit on a cake and eat dick or sit on a dick and a cake?
No, you have to eat the cake through your butthole. You're not necessarily sitting on it. You're just eating it through your butthole. I think it's obvious. I'd rather eat some dick and sit on a cake. It's less stuff going inside of me.
Then there's a dick going in your mouth and a cake going up your ass.
No, you're just sitting on a cake.
Oh.
But if you're sitting on a dick, it's clearly going in your ass.
See, I thought you were saying sit on a cake and eat dick or sit on a dick and eat cake. And I was going to say, well, you got to sit on the dick and eat cake because at least you're getting cake.
Exactly. That's what I thought too. But when I read it, it was in parentheses. Eat through your ass. Which I don't even know if that's possible. I don't know how you eat something through your butthole.
There's a lot going on. I just don't want a dick in my mouth. I think I'd be a lot more.
I don't want a dick in my ass.
I think I would rather that because you're not as aware, right?
Well, yet you're saying I'm fully aware if there's a dick in my ass.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I mean,
Oh,
I could put many different things in there, and it's not like you have the this cognition to understand what the difference is between all of them. Whereas if you're looking at something and it's going in your mouth, you know exactly what's going on.
dude, I feel like I would know the difference between a cake and a rock hard penis.
No, but I'm saying you wouldn't know the difference between a rock hard penis and just like a banana. That's what I'm saying.
I think I would.
I don't.
So.
I mean, I don't know how much.
I've felt my penis before, and I've also felt some bananas.
Yeah, with your
They don't
hands,
feel
not
very
with your
similar.
ass.
I feel like I'm very good with my tactical body to be able to tell what I'm doing.
I don't think the ass is designed to tell the difference. I think it thinks everything's a turd.
Yeah, okay. I don't think that. I definitely think it knows when it's a penis.
I think you know when it's in your mouth. I think you can. You don't need any. You don't need to rely on any sensory.
I feel like you would know that there's a. I'm just saying. I really think you would know if there was a dick in your ass.
I mean,
I'm pretty confident.
I don't want to find out, but I guess I'm gonna have to. I'm picking that. I'm picking that and the cake because I don't want to.
I'm gonna sit on the cake because
Unless by saying eat, do we mean like literally like Fear Factor, like I'm eating penis, or like I assume we were talking slang.
if that's the case, I'm definitely doing that because then
Yeah.
nothing's entering.
Yeah.
That's easy. But I think it means sucking on some ween, slurping some dogs. You know.
Yeah. Question also gets interesting for women, or people rather, not just women, people who enjoy that. Then you have to pick which one sounds like a better time.
That's true. That's true because we don't. Yeah, I didn't ever think about that. That's why I guess it was better for us because we don't enjoy those things.
Yeah.
I mean, I like eating
Not
cake
publicly.
through my mouth.
Yeah. There's a lot of those tough questions that you just don't know what you would do.
It's very weird.
They always make them like to where both options are awful.
Yeah.
Nobody ever really does those questions where they're both incredible. It's like, would you rather be the president or a billionaire? It's like, oh man, which one is better?
Yeah.
I definitely would pick billionaire. If I was a billionaire, none of you would ever see me again.
Really?
Oh, dude. I would be... At least you wouldn't see me putting in any effort to do any of this. If I'm going to be on YouTube or Twitch, it's going to be a whole team recording me and me doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do with $1 billion. Actually, that's not what I would do. $1 billion, I would just like buy a bunch of boats, and that's pretty much it. It's kind of my dream to buy a like a sailboat, the one that you can go down in, and there's like a bed and stuff, and then just sail up and down the coast, kind of forever.
That would be sweet. See, I don't know if I would want a sailboat though, because I'd feel like I'd just like fall out of it and then never be able to get out. Like something would happen to me.
You could wear a life jacket.
True.
Oh, you mean like it sails away, and because it's...
Yeah, you know, like come sail away with me. That's how the song was written.
He fell off a sailboat.
Yeah, Dennis DeYoung, he fell off a sailboat when he was 6.
Is that true?
No.
You said that so quickly.
Yes. I'm pretty tired, and this is what happens to my mind.
Nate Dogg says in the chat, would you rather have your parent murdered in front of you, or you murder someone else? Wait. There's a typo there. My parents murder somebody else's parents, or I'm murdering someone else's parents?
I would take the non-murdering option.
So your parents get murdered in front of you, or you have to murder someone else's parents in front of them. Am I getting caught? Do I go to prison, or do I walk free? Because obviously I don't want to go to prison. It's key information that I need to have.
It is very important information.
Yeah.
I would think.
It depends if you can run fast. I don't think you can run away from a murder conviction. If I get off scot-free, absolutely. Option 2. Like, why would I give a shit about somebody else's parents more than my own?
I don't know. I feel like if you're murdered, though, Is the afterlife the ultimate journey? I feel
No,
like
your
it's a viewpoint.
parents are murdered in front of you as option one, or
Yeah, I know what
you
that is.
or you murder somebody else's in front of them.
I know, and what
And
I'm saying is like, if the ultimate goal is to make it to heaven, right?
Mm.
If you're murdered, they didn't do anything wrong. If anything, they might be in heaven now. And then
Well,
the
it doesn't.
pain is
The
really
method
on
the
me
method
or
of
the other person.
the method of which you die doesn't determine if you get to heaven or not. It's what you did while you were alive.
Yeah, but I like to think that they're gonna make it there anyways.
So you're doing them a favor by killing them.
What?
Or you're
No.
talking about your.
I'm not killing anybody because then
Oh.
I won't get to heaven because
Mm.
that's killing somebody, right?
Sure. Yeah. Sounds pretty selfish.
It is. It's the whole point. Yeah, exactly. You've picked up on what I'm saying. Yes.
I had a question I wanted to ask because I saw a video on TikTok that was just excruciatingly embarrassing to watch. Secondhand embarrassment all around. And it got me thinking, what is the most embarrassing moment of your life? Now,
Most embarrassing moment of my life?
yeah, so we realized like you probably shoved that deep down. You never want to talk about it. It might have been in 6th grade when you accidentally farted out loud or something like that. But the thing is now that we're grown, it's like
I did
oh,
that in 6th grade. It was hilarious. I'm not even joking. I did that in gym class. We were sitting. We had to sit in like rows or whatever alphabetically.
Yep.
And she had just gotten done telling us what we were doing for gym, and I ripped ass right on that nice like linoleum floor of the gymnasium, and it just echoed through. I swear it went all the way up to the principal's office. I know everybody heard it.
I've never
And
been
it
a
was
public.
awesome.
I've never been a public farter.
I love farting.
That can't be the most embarrassing. You said that was funny.
No, I loved it. I was just saying like I've done that, and I thought it was awesome. The most embarrassing thing probably was giving a speech in 7th grade, and my voice was shaking the whole time.
You were just like doing that little nerve quiver. You were just
Yeah,
like,
that had never happened to me before.
so in
nothing.
conclusion,
My voice wasn't cracking. It was just you could tell
That's
I was
it?
really nervous.
just your voice shaking. Most embarrassing thing. I've got you beat on that.
I'm usually
Then
very fine in front of people.
yeah,
But then
I've
maybe
got-
not doing as a result, I couldn't do my speech for my high school graduation.
because of what you did in 7th grade.
Yeah, it freaked me out.
People don't forget, man.
I know. Everybody else forgot. I didn't forget. That's the thing.
For me, it was God, dude, it was so bad. So I used to have to ride the bus to school, right? And for some reason, I was just talking about this the other day, yesterday, I think, with my wife. Why do you got to get up so early for school? Every day that I would catch the bus, it was still dark outside. Like, I would have to wake up at like 5:30 in the morning. Like,
Holy
why are you
shit.
doing that? Why are you doing that to people? Wake up at 5:30 in the morning, go stand out at the bus stop in the cold, and then get on the bus. Anyway, so I'm riding the bus to school one day. I'm in 10th grade, right? I'm 14 years old, 13, 14 years old. And so, the social life is pretty crucial. You're at a budding age, starting to, date girls and make friends and go to parties and stuff like that. And I'm riding the bus,
Rubby.
doing a little rubby, little horizontal shuffle, and I am not feeling well this particular morning. Okay. Now, I wasn't a good student in school, so I kept a pretty empty backpack. I just kind of didn't have books or anything in there. I don't know what people usually did with them. I just had like loose leaf papers of like homework assignments and stuff. And I'm not feeling good. I'm just sitting on the bus. I'm just chilling. I got my head down. And then I start feeling really not good. And I'm like, oh man, I feel like shit. I'm starting to get sweaty, starting to get clammy. And we're about to make it, right? We pull up to the school. But you have to wait for like all the other buses in line to like unload. You can't just get off. You have to wait until it's your turn.
Yep.
And I was probably about 30 seconds before everybody on our bus stood up to get off. And in that moment, I knew that I had to throw up. and I had a decision to make. I'm sitting on a crowded public school bus at about 6:30 in the morning, and I got to figure out the safest way to just puke everywhere. And so I unzipped my backpack, opened that bad boy up, and just let her rip, and threw up all inside my backpack. All the people in my immediate vicinity knew. Luckily, everybody was getting off the bus, so like it didn't have time to be like, oh my god, like pretty much right as I did it, everybody was standing up to leave anyway, so no one noticed that people were just trying to get away from me. And then I had to carry my fucking vomit backpack by the top handle and just walk into an office, and I just like tossed it in a trash can, and I called my parents, and I was like, I gotta go home. And dude, it was the only good thing about that was that I immediately left, obviously.
Yeah,
and,
that's nice at least. Yeah,
it didn't.
At least it wasn't at the beginning of the bus ride, right?
Oh yeah, dude.
It was towards the end.
I can't
Or
imagine.
at the end.
It was at the very end.
Yeah. So did
but
you always take
luckily,
the bus?
yeah, till like my junior or senior year.
Really? I took the bus like a handful of times.
How'd you get to school?
My mom would drive me.
Oh,
We lived
see, my mom worked.
5 minutes away.
She worked, so I couldn't.
Well, my mother worked as well.
I mean, she worked during that time. Grouse says the most embarrassing moment of my life is from like a year and a half ago. Feel free to share. Blufferin says I barfed on my teacher and then I shit myself in front of everyone because I was really sick that day.
Holy shit!
I never shit myself in school.
Dude, I destroyed a toilet once.
Yeah.
I almost shit my pants at school once. We had to watch a play that the school put on. You know how like junior high and shit, you have to watch the plays that the drama club does and all that. We're sitting there and like my lower back starts to hurt a little bit, and whenever that happens, that means I have to. My ass is about to really go through some turmoil, and I thought maybe I could hold it. I'm like clenching to like push it back up a little bit, like stay up there a little bit wait till after 3 o'clock, get home, and then I can poop. I couldn't do it, and I walked out. I went into the bathroom, and I feel like I had a fever. Like I was like 200 degrees for 5 minutes. While I'm squeezing out. Like those nacho cheese dispensers where you press the button, it's just like this hot spurty nacho cheese comes out.
Yeah.
It's like that, but my asshole.
Oh my god, dude. That's the worst.
Brown.
It's one of those where you got to get all the clothes off of you.
Oh my god. It was seriously like I'm sweating and it hurts so much.
Mm.
But I haven't had one of those shits since I was a kid.
Yeah. Maybe you changed your diet.
I don't know. I think when we're kids, we don't have anything for the like we don't have build up to that immune type, like the immune system stuff. So I feel like I got sick as a kid way more than I did now.
Well, also because you were just like playing in dirt and shit.
I was playing in dirt the other day and just ate a hamburger. Don't wash my hands. I love dirt.
Nate Dogg says,
thanks for that image.
Nate Dogg says the most embarrassing thing that happened to him, he went skiing once, forgot to get off the chairlift, so he had to ride the chair all the way back down and then back up again.
That is pretty embarrassing.
That's so stupid.
That is rough.
Oh my god. That sucks.
It's like backing out on a roller coaster. Which I've done, and then you walk through the line of all the people that are waiting to go on.
I hate roller coasters. I don't fuck with all that.
I don't either. That was the only roller coaster I ever went on. The first one, last one, and only. And my neck, it was like a corkscrew thing. My neck got stuck like this. And we were off because the G-force fucked my neck over. And
Damn,
I thought
dude.
that's I don't need to do that shit anymore.
You were like, that's it. I'm never gonna ride a roller coaster ever again.
Yeah. I don't need my neck stuck in one position.
Growl said that the most embarrassing moment of his life happened, back in the day, and he never explained what it was.
Probably him realizing Tyler Gibson is bullshit.
So, yeah. Well, he threw a no-hitter in his first career game. It's pretty cool. So the story about the most embarrassing moment, I used to ask this at work with all my friends, and they all had great stories. And
Yeah.
one of the funniest ones to me, like all of them were hilarious. Just to hear their most embarrassing moment being brought to light. But a lot of them had to do with like teen years, between the ages of 13 and 18, because that's like when it's really important.
Oh, yeah.
And what was so funny to me was that one of my friends, without hesitation, he was like, "Oh, dude, I know." And he goes to tell this story, and all it was, it's just lived with him for years. I think he was like 6 years old, and he was like hanging out with his little girl crush at the time, and he was on a swing, and he said that he tried to like jump off the swing, and when he landed, he like hit his head on a fence post. He said it knocked him out. He said he was unconscious, and he said that when he like regained consciousness, he farted. And so there was just this little 6-year-old girl's just looking at him, like probably freaking out because there's nobody else around. And then he finally wakes up and he's like, "Huh?" and just farts. And he says he never spoke to her ever again because of that moment.
Insane. You know, when you have a heart attack, you fart.
Is that guaranteed, like without fail every time?
I don't know. I just know that's like a very, very common side effect. I don't know if it's without fail.
I Am Growl says, "Long story, me blacking out and my roommate's girlfriend finding me passed out naked on the bathroom floor with vomit in the toilet." Oof. I wish I could say something similar hasn't happened to me. I have had a...
Now, that's happened to my dorm room neighbor, if you want to know that story.
Your dorm room... Oh, the neighbor that you had when you were in a dorm.
Yeah, you want to hear that story?
Oh, let's go for it.
I'm sitting there, I'm playing Terraria with my buddy AJ, because we're gamers. We don't go out and drink.
Mhm.
You know, I don't drink at all. So we were sitting there playing Terraria. And then somebody came and knocked on our door by accident. So we open it. And it was our neighbor across the hall. And he had a girl with him. And he was like, "Oh, shit, it's the wrong room." Like, he forgot what his room was. And it was right across. Like, he's
Having a good
out.
time. Oh,
He's having a great time. And he brought a girl home. And, like, you could tell she was like, "Let's get in the room, please." And so I'm standing there because I'm like, well, I'm going to go to the bathroom because I'm
Did you
already
tell him where he
alcoholic.
lived? Were you like, that one's yours?
Yeah, I was like, I think it's that one. You're correct. And so he gets his key out. And it was that classic, like just can't get the key in the keyhole. Then he finally does. And he's like that. Like, he's stoked. And he turns it. And he opens the door. And for some reason, I'm still standing there. You know, I could have gone to the bathroom, but I wanted to watch this happen. And he turns on the light, and there's a bunk bed, and you just see his roommate hanging over the edge of the bunk bed. And there's those plastic chairs right there, and there's just vomit all over it.
Oh my god!
He puked all over this plastic chair, and he looks up at us. He goes, and his roommate just goes, "Oh, sorry," and turns the light off and shuts the door and locks it, and then walks away with his girl. I don't know where they went.
Oh my god, dude! I have so many
It was
stories like that. I was never a thrower upper. I was lucky for that. I would black out when I drank too much, but I would never pass out, and I would never throw up. So for the most part, pretty good. I would just keep on trucking. I would just keep on trucking, but I can't say the same for all of my friends. What were you saying? Oh, we had one time when I was in school training for, you know what I hate? Like, I was in the Navy, and 6 years of my life was in the Navy, but every time, like, all the stories from the last 6 years of my life, I have to preface with, like, yeah, in the Navy. And I hate doing that, because it just feels like I'm always talking about it, but, like, it was most of my 20s. So anyway, in the Navy, I was in my training school, which was here in Charleston. And at night, we had to basically stand watch. We had to stand. It was kind of just training you for getting out in the fleet. So it was just a school building. But you had days that you had to like stand like security in there and stuff. And so there's probably like 15 guys in the building at night, and it's just all us, all the students. There's like one guy who is like a real adult out there, and you call him if anything goes wrong. So we're there, and the building closes at like midnight, so you can't go in and study any later after midnight.
Sure.
And we're standing there, and this kid comes in, and well, not a kid, this guy, 19 years old, whatever.
He's a kid, sure.
Yeah. And he's just all fucked up, right? You're not allowed to enter that building in a tank top or flip-flops. And he was wearing both a tank top and flip-flops and bathing suit bottoms. And it was like 2 a.m. And he was just completely unresponsive to us, but he didn't seem intoxicated, right? Like everything about him was like, he just walked in, and we're all like so surprised. Like we've been standing there, we stand guard there like every night, but then like no one's ever come in. So we're just like, who's this guy? What is he doing? And he goes up to the scanner, right? You have to scan your ID to get in. And he's standing there, and he's just like, he like pulls out something that is not his ID, and he tries to scan it, and of course it doesn't work. And then someone questions him. They're like, "Hey, buddy, what are you doing?" And he's still not talking. Just reaches in his pocket and grabs whatever he has in his pocket. It was like keys. He tries to scan his keys. And we're like, "What the fuck is going on?" And he reaches in his other pocket, grabs like nail clippers, and he's like trying to scan his nail clippers in to get into the building. And we're like, "Bro, even if you pull your ID out right now, like you can't come in, right? Like, what are you doing?" And he just completely didn't respond, and he just stood there. And we were like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is he on drugs or something? So we call our, essentially our, police, basically like campus police. Mm-hmm. And he shows up and grabs the guy. Apparently the kid was just sleepwalking. And literally just, I don't know if maybe he wanted to get out of the Navy. So you can't have sleepwalkers on ships, So I'm wondering if like, he heard that sleepwalking is a way to get out, and so he was just ballsy enough to fully fake an episode.
Dude, hey.
And dude, he was just standing there. Like it was surreal, man. Like, there's crazy people out on the street and stuff. You see them talking to themselves and all that. But like when you're at a prestigious military school and everyone there, it's a military base, like you can't be there otherwise. Like these people are fine, no one's crazy, and this dude just stands there in 2 a.m, like just standing there like looking at you, and you're like, what the fuck's going on, dude? Anyway, I had to share that. It reminded me of that guy that walked into the wrong room, and you said when he was trying to get his key in the hole. It reminded me of that guy trying to scan in.
Yes, dude, it's all very similar stories, man.
Grouse says he had a dream last night. He accidentally showed his peen on stream. Oh man,
I was so paranoid about that when I was cooking that I would like scratch my balls or something, because I did that last time.
And
they clipped it.
Yeah, they got your ass.
Instead, I just put a bunch of salt in my shrimp scampi. I don't know what's worse.
Have you ever sleepwalked?
Me? No. I'm pretty still. I broke my arm when I was like 5, and
while you
wasn't
were
allowed
asleep?
to move. No, I just I broke my arm when I was 5 on a trampoline.
Okay.
Went to grab a ball that was there. My friend landed on right here, and it broke like that. I can make it square with my arm.
Okay. Should have drank
really
more milk.
Cool. Huh?
Milk.
Yeah, I drank glass of milk every day, still to this day. But anyway, but they put a cast on me. I wasn't allowed to move while I was sleeping, because I have a cast. And ever since then, I've been really good about not moving while I sleep.
I'm pretty still, but I did sleepwalk once. It was really strange. Nothing crazy happened. I was living with, or I was at my girlfriend. I was staying at my girlfriend's parents at the time. I was with my girlfriend at her parents.
Yeah.
And I had fallen asleep on the couch. I think I was watching a movie. And the really strange thing is that I could, if anybody ever has sleepwalked in the chat, let me know if you guys can remember your episodes, because the next morning it was like I was conscious while I was sleepwalking, but I like didn't have control over where I was going or what I was saying, and I was like in a very limited consciousness. It was like a dream. Like there's lucid dreaming where you can control what you're doing, but for the most part you're just kind of a participant in your dreams. You don't really get to say what happens. It was kind of like that. I was sleepwalking. It started off by me going to the bathroom, and I think I lost consciousness again while I was peeing or something. Because then, instead of going back to the couch where I had fallen asleep, I walked into my girlfriend's parents' room. And they heard me open the door, obviously. And then I'm just kind of like standing there, not looking at the bed. I'm just kind of like looking at the floor. And her dad woke up and he's like, "You okay, Jared?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just checking on you." And they laughed and they were like, "We're fine." I was like, "All right, cool. Shannon told me somebody was sleeping in here, so." And they're like, they were like, "Yeah, us." And I was like, "All right." And then I went back to sleep. And that was it. That was the whole thing. And then they made fun of me for it for days. But it was weird, man. But I remembered it. I woke up and I was like, "Did I do that?" Like, and they were like, "Yeah." Very strange.
I know, never sleepwalked. I feel like my dad did once. Or maybe he just snored. He does snore. Do you snore a lot?
Oh yeah, it just started. I think right when I got married to Katie, I started snoring.
Oh, nice.
She hates it. Literally,
She didn't
like
see that coming, yeah.
I was never a snorer, and I like prided myself on that. Right? I never knew how many young people snore until I went to boot camp, and I'm sleeping in the same room. I'm sleeping in a room with 87 other men, and so many of them snore. And I was like, "Damn, bro! I thought that was an old people thing." And I never snored.
It's a breathing thing.
Yeah, I never snored. I never had any problems, and it just hit me this year, like without fail. I snore like every time now. I feel awful.
That's wild. Yeah, obviously, I have no idea because I'm lonely. So
Oh man. Nate Dogg says, "I had a dream last night that I ate paint or something, so I'm spitting everywhere to get the taste out of my mouth, and I woke up laying in spit." Dude, those are the worst dreams. When they carry over into real life. The spit one, I'll have a dry throat sometimes, like I'm trying to drink in my dream, and then I wake up, my throat is dry because I've been like swallowing so much.
it's interesting.
Sleep paralysis, says Bluffer, and yeah, that shit's crazy. Sleep paralysis is wild.
Yeah, that is. See, my issue is if I'm like half asleep and I'm like lucid dreaming, but it's not lucid dreaming, it's like in between dreaming. Does that make sense?
You're
like,
in like a
I'm not quite asleep, but I'm dreaming and I'm still partially like in this awake state, like right before you fall asleep and start dreaming.
Yeah.
And that'll happen to me, and something will like make me twitch or like freak me out, like a bee or something will fly past my ear and naturally swat. And I'll do that in my bed and like I'll flip out. And there's nothing I can do about it. Like it's just this weird body twitch.
That happens to me sometimes. I would say like, dude, yeah, it's usually when there's like external factors like in the real world. Gets me pretty good. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I hate that. It's the worst. It's just like, as you're falling asleep, you think you're falling and you do the twitch thing, and that sucks.
Yeah, that is exactly how it is. Yeah, same thing pretty much.
All right. I had another question that I wanted to ask you, but I've forgotten it. There is something I've been wanting to talk about.
What? Tell me.
Jellyfish.
What about them?
Exactly.
What?
I don't. What are they?
They're fish.
Are they?
They are fish.
Have you studied this?
Yes.
All right, tell me more.
They are fish,
Okay.
and the reason they're called jellyfish is because they resemble jelly in water. Like if you looked at them in the water, it would look like jelly. Or it was when you take them out of the water, they look like jelly. It's purely based on the way that they look.
Yeah, I got that. That's not what I'm...
That's why I was just letting you know.
I'm not confused about why they call it a jellyfish, dude.
You said, what is it? I didn't know where to go.
Yeah, I'm confused about how it exists and lives. It doesn't have any organs or a brain or anything. It looks like a plastic bag of trash floating. I think it's closer to...
people mistake it for a bag of trash, and they get stung and they die.
I think it's closer to a plant than it is an animal.
Sure.
Because...
But I don't think so.
I mean, how does it even exist?
It's got a mouth. It eats.
I don't think it does. I think it like absorbs shit, kind of like a membrane, like osmosis. I don't think they have mouths.
Osmosis.
It's just
Dude,
a
I'm pretty
bag.
sure a jellyfish has a mouth.
No, I think it's like a Venus flytrap where it just kind of
A Venus flytrap has a mouth.
yeah, but it doesn't eat. It chemically dissolves. Its mouth does what our stomach does. I think a jellyfish is the same way.
No, it's still an animal.
Is it?
I'm reading about it right now. It's got a mouth. It's got a gonad. What else do you need?
What is a gonad?
Tentacles. It's got an oral arm. A radial canal.
And you're telling me it's an animal.
Yeah.
What classification does it belong to? Mammalian?
Medusa.
Medusa?
Yeah.
Yeah, but is it a fish? Can't be a fish. I mean, I think it's pretty antiquated when we learn as children that there's only like mammals, birds, reptiles, and fish. I think it goes, and maybe amphibians. I think there's much more than that. Clearly Medusa. What would be the plural of Medusas? Medusae?
Medusozia. I don't know. I'm looking. It's in Kingdom of Animalia.
Animal Kingdom,
The
yeah.
phylum is Cnidaria. The subphylum is Medusozoa.
Medusozoa is just jellyfish.
Well,
So it's its own thing.
yeah. Medusozoa is just jellyfish, correct?
Let's see.
They're very old though. The fossils are rare because they don't have any parts, you know?
Yeah, I don't know how would you get a fossil of a jellyfish?
Well, you know what a mayfly is, right?
Yeah, they live like 24 hours.
Yeah, they have no mouths. They
Is
just
that
die.
why they only live 24 hours? Because they can't eat?
Correct.
How have they not evolved a mouth by this point?
Because they just live to fuck and die.
What a useless existence.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so what have we missed on your 24-hour stream so far? Has there been any incredible, exciting moments?
Well, every time somebody donates is an incredible, exciting moment in itself.
That's fair. Great answer.
I mean, I started off with Minecraft building a house for somebody. That house is going well. He had a panda. He got a panda.
I saw the
made
panda.
A little pin for the panda.
I've had egg on
then
my
after
face this
that,
entire time.
I made my cooking stream. Or I made my shrimp scampi, which went well, except I put too much salt in it because I got distracted while I was salting. And I put too much garlic in it. Too much garlic and too much salt could really make everything taste nasty. So I still have like half of it sitting in the plate on the floor because I just can't eat it. It's just, it burned my mouth.
You're like a real life Sims character. You just get done with it and you just put it on the floor.
Yeah, well, yeah, I just set it down. And then after that, we did the tournament.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Then after that, played some Overwatch. Got a few wins. Then I played Minecraft. Now here I am.
I was playing the Back for Blood beta with my friends.
That's what you're saying.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, that's good.
Not gonna lie, it's pretty fun.
Never played that before or heard of that.
The beta just came out. It's brand new.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I take that back. Somebody I think was talking about on my team. It's hard for me to keep track of all these games I have to do with Blood, 4, Dead, Daylight, Death, all those things.
It's the Left 4 Dead. It's the Left 4 Dead Studios' new game.
Yeah, okay. All right, I did know that.
That's what it's called. Back 4.
Did you tell me that, or did you tell me that? Because if not, somebody else told me that.
I just told you that. Yeah.
No, like yesterday, yesterday.
No, maybe. I don't think so.
You didn't then.
All right. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have any other questions prepared.
I got loads. If you want to hear any of mine.
Let's go.
All right. Would you rather have kidney stones that weigh 10 pounds or have pee that burns constantly?
Wouldn't it be the same? Do kidney stones not make your pee burn?
I think once that gets taken out, we have to pass the kidney stone.
Oh, you don't have to. They break that shit up with lasers, dude.
Really?
If it's that big, yeah. I'd probably do that and just go into debt because of the American healthcare system and get that shit removed. Because burning pee
Amazing.
sucks.
Oh, I agree. Like, you ever have that problem where you jerk off with soap and it gets on the tip of your penis and you go to pee and it burns?
I was a teenager, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's
No,
so
dude.
funny.
Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes changes in your diet and everything. It can happen like just randomly. Sometimes if you're not drinking enough water, it can give a little sensation. And I'll tell you what, it's not enjoyable. I would hate for that to be the case constantly. And
Oh, I thought you were talking about kidney stones.
no. No.
I've never had a burning peas thing.
Not like an STD way, just like in a
Health
I mean, because if it comes out like a wouldn't want to say acidic or anything, but obviously like the content of what you eat is and what goes into your body.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And sometimes it can give a little tingle and it's not comfortable.
No. I would imagine not. I don't know. I've never had it. I've also never had a kidney stone, but I wasn't really sure.
Yeah. I think I had a small kidney stone once and it was like the worst thing I've ever felt. I didn't pass it. It was just like in my kidneys hurt really bad. I think I'd probably take the 10-pound kidney stone because I'd probably be like a medical study. Somebody would probably pay for my surgery.
True, that'd be amazing, right?
Yeah, it'd be cool. I just don't want to. I feel like that's eventually going to go away. I don't know. I don't like to think about it.
You have
That's
no idea
terrible.
with the burning pee. Because if
Yeah,
it's constant forever, then yeah.
Yeah, that would be terrible. Yeah, I don't want to think about that. It makes me queasy.
Yeah, you know what? I think I would go with the kidney stone as well.
Ugh. And just try and get it taken care of.
Yeah, true.
I keep burping. It's not my fault. My girl made me a egg sandwich.
I just burped
So.
and it is my fault. I haven't eaten anything.
Shrimp scampi.
Fuck that.
All right.
Really
What
garlicky.
else you got?
Okay, this one's actually very interesting. All right.
Mhm.
So let's say aliens were about to explode the world and kill everybody. Unless they agreed to be probed, would you agree and survive, but be probed?
Yes.
Yeah?
Maybe I don't know what that word means.
Probed?
Did you put something up your butt?
Like you become a scientific experiment on them. They probe your butthole, all that shit to investigate humans.
But I'm still alive.
You're still alive, but everybody you know, unless they are also probed, is dead because they exploded Earth.
It's like me and my girl are going to get probed, dude.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
I think I'm on the probed list as well.
Yeah. I mean, show me the way. Like, I want to know what you guys know.
Yeah, true. But I feel like there's a good amount of people that would just say, nah, just let me go with the planet.
Yep. They're like, all right, it's our time anyway. We've fucked this place up.
Yeah. The non-probers.
I think at first I thought you were asking, they're gonna kill us unless we probe them, and I was like, okay, I'll do that. Why do you? It's kind of kinky.
No issue here.
Yeah. But no, I think I'd rather be. So like, do I have to get on their spaceship and I'm gone? I have to go live with the aliens forever?
Yeah, and be like their scientific subjects. Getting probed.
It's probably pretty scary. I mean, I think it depends on what they look like and how bad my probing experience is. Can I opt out at any time?
Nope.
Oof, that actually makes
You'll
it kind of
die
tough.
eventually.
I mean, because you don't know what you're getting into. Could be a fate worse than death.
Yeah. Could be like
That's-
bamboo torture.
Oh God. Oh no. That's the worst.
Yeah. Bamboo torture is sweet. It's one of my favorite forms of torture. Along with
Yeah.
impaling.
You ever
Kind
seen?
of the same thing, really.
You ever watch Lost?
No.
There's a scene. Oh, it's hefty. They sharpen bamboo shoots and shove them underneath the fingernails of a guy to get him to talk. Oh.
Oh my god, that freaks me out, dude. My fingers just got all curly.
That's
I don't like that.
what I thought of when you said bamboo torture, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, dude, I don't know. You think aliens are real?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Where are they at?
There's a big like 7 to 9 level bunker out there, and like the deeper you go down, I think they're on level. I think they're on level 7 of 9, but I think they might also be on 9, or maybe the giants are on 9. I can't remember exactly. But that's where all the aliens are, like the Greys. I think there's the Greys, the Talls, some of the other ones. I can't remember what they're called. That's where the aliens are.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Where? What is this bunker there? You didn't give no specifics.
I don't remember where it's at. There's just a bunker where they have all this alien technology. I was watching a documentary with this guy talking about it.
And they're just keeping them there. So Area 51 is a distraction. Diversion. It's a diversion.
Exactly. It's a trap.
And then I don't think there's giants. I don't think there ever was
No,
giants.
the giants live underground. So when the Earth was flooded, the giants went underground.
Okay. Why would they need to go underground? If they're giant, their heads would probably stayed above water.
Because they were being attacked for the floods. Like, they were the ones that caused it. I don't know. They just drove them underground.
All right.
I can't remember if it's a religious thing or not, but I know the necrophilim, or if that's how you pronounce them, in the Bible, translates to fallen angels, which indirectly translates to giants in a lot of texts.
Like the New York Giants?
No, like 9-foot tall human beings / fallen angels.
Oh, okay. You think they would keep the aliens and the giants in the same place? It feels kind of dangerous.
Well, you see, the giants lived before us, and they were the Atlantis people.
All right, now we're getting... those are mermaids, dude.
No, you see, because the tunnels to Atlantis are underneath the Sphinx in Egypt, but they can't excavate it because it'll break the Sphinx. What? What are you laughing at me?
You can just keep going, dude.
Dude, this is all for real. I'm not even trolling.
I say you think aliens are real, and he's like, listen, the tunnels under the Sphinx that lead to Atlantis where the giants live, and they're in that 9-story bunker with the aliens. What else? Where's Bigfoot at, huh? Is he the manager?
This is what happened. You know all of the mythology creatures like sirens and mermaids and all that stuff?
Yeah, they're all in this
real,
bunker.
and it was basically humans that were able to breed with animals that made these terrible creatures. But when the earth was flooded, I'm Christian, so I say when God flooded the earth to destroy these creatures, he chose Noah because Noah had the inability to reproduce with animals. That's why bestiality after Noah's Ark, after the flood, was like a big no-no.
Flood was Old
and
Testament,
they said
right?
to eat animals.
Oh, but not pork if you're Jewish.
Correct, yeah.
But
But there's tunnels underneath the Sphinx.
they can't
that's what led
excavate
out
it.
to Egypt. That's why there's a big thing between Moses and Egypt in the Bible.
So it's like the Underground Railroad from Egypt.
I mean, a literal Underground Railroad, the metaphorical slavery Underground Railroad, no, not really.
No, I meant the literal.
Yeah, okay.
I meant it like
I'm
it's
from
an
Indiana, so I always, when I hear Underground Railroad, I immediately think slavery.
Well, I mean, that's what I was
Railroad.
talking about. I was making a bad joke. But so you think a few of these survived?
Well, yeah, of course. That's how you had all the mythology, because they escaped to Egypt, whatever. That's how you had the Sphinx and all that, because they were marking where the tunnels were back to Atlantis. And then Napoleon shot the Sphinx with a cannonball.
That's not what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why it doesn't have a nose?
Yep, Napoleon accidentally shot it in the face with a cannon.
Him specifically. That would have been a pretty big deal.
It wasn't too long ago. And I don't remember if it was him or the Turks that stored, I think it was the Turks that stored like a shitload of gunpowder in the Acropolis in Athens. And that's why it doesn't have a roof anymore, because it exploded. It was like perfectly pristine, but they stored gunpowder in it and it exploded.
I've always wondered why it doesn't have a roof.
Yep, that was a few hundred years ago.
I believe you on that one.
You should believe me on everything I'm saying. I'm 100% telling the truth.
What else do we got here?
There's a
I think
switch like underneath the ear of the Sphinx that when you switch it, it opens up the tunnels. But nobody knows really how to turn it on except this kid from Russia who was like, what's the word when you're reborn into something?
reincarnated.
Yeah, he was reincarnated in this kid. He was this old ancient dude. They got reincarnated as kids to tell everybody what it was.
I think we're gonna find a
Or
very
he's alien, I can't
specific
remember.
group of people on this when I post this podcast to YouTube.
Dude,
We're gonna-
look, I'm just saying. These are all facts. I wouldn't lie on this podcast.
This is the sacred, holy, no lie place.
No lying.
All right. I don't think the Sphinx has ears, though. I'm pretty sure it's wearing a headdress that covers its ears.
It's got ears.
Let's take a look.
Type in switch underneath Sphinx's ears.
The Sphinx.
Secret
it does have
chamber
ears.
behind Sphinx ears.
So the headdress thing actually goes behind the ears. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. You said you have a bunch lined up. Do you have any other ones?
Yeah, I mean, if you want,
I kind of started off and went like 4 or 5 in a row right at the beginning. I was asking about the LeBron James thing and the embarrassing stories and all that, and I was like, oh man,
So-
I'm kind of already out.
Somebody wanted me to ask this, and I think it's a good question. Okay.
Mm.
What fictional universe would you want to live in,
What fictional universe would I want to live in?
but have no powers?
So I just live in that universe. I don't get to partake in
Yep.
like if I'm in Star Wars, I'm not a Jedi, right?
You're nothing. Yeah. Yes, Phoenix, I am using your question.
That's a
Question.
tough one.
It is. But it's a good
'Cause
question.
It is, but I just got to be a bystander. Do video games count?
Yeah, it's fictional. Anything fictional.
I don't
Why,
know.
would you choose Cyberpunk?
No. I was thinking Red Dead 2. Like, what a cool life. You know?
It's just so funny to me because it's based on.
It's just
It's like
it's,
picking Grand
it's
Theft
just
Auto.
living. It's just living in the year 1900.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool if I didn't get tuberculosis or anything.
Yeah, dude.
Let me think.
I don't
It's
know.
probably a video game, but without powers. I mean, what kind of universe would you be looking to live in if you don't have powers? You'd want something that is prosperous, exciting, maybe.
I'd like to live in Futurama, New York.
I literally was thinking about Futurama, but specifically the episode where he goes to the Amazonian planet and he's the only man. And Death by Snoo Snoo. That'd probably be it.
Snoo. Yeah.
That would probably be it.
Dude, Futurama, I'm telling you, that is like the ideal future. There's a president of the world, and it's Richard Nixon's head. His pure agony body.
Yeah, that's the one. Probably Futurama, honestly.
Futurama, it's pretty crazy, but Futurama does have a very good, like, setting. Like, it's
I
all
love
like
Futurama.
fairly ideal.
Futurama's like the most clever TV show, but like I never laugh like hysterically, or like I never laugh really hard watching it.
Yeah.
But I'm constantly just kind of smiling while I watch it because every little thing is just kind of clever and funny, but not like
It's so good.
it's not like knee slapping humor, but it's funny. I like it. Yeah, maybe Futurama. That's a good question.
That was the first show I ever binge watched.
Yeah, I've watched pretty much every episode.
Yep. I watched all of them, and I got to the end, I was like, wow. So this is what it's like to totally consume an entire series, all of these people,
Yep.
and then it's done.
Yep.
It's like they died. It was so weird. That's how it was with the Friends series, too. The Friends finale. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it just ended.
Yeah.
I like Futurama. It's pretty good.
Good
and
show.
every-
I think it's, I don't remember what it's on.
They have one of the saddest episodes in television history of a cartoon.
Two of the saddest episodes ever.
What's the second one?
Well, you're going to say the dog. I was going to say the 7-leaf clover.
I don't remember that one. Oh wait, the one where Philip J. Fry has the statue of himself?
Yeah. But it's
I don't
actually his nephew.
Yeah.
in
I don't
memory of him.
remember exactly how that one goes, but I remember the idea of it was like he thought he wasn't going to be remembered, but it was him. Like it was something.
Well, the story goes that it was his 7-leaf clover or whatever that made him really lucky, and his brother took it or something. I'm pretty sure that was the day that Fry. I don't remember exactly, but Fry's luck turned, and that was when he ended up getting frozen or
Yeah.
whatever. So when Fry was out, or like unfrozen in 3000, he was so upset, and he just thought that his brother hated him and everything because he kept hearing all of this news about his name, right? Like Philip J. Fry was this big hotshot person,
Mm.
and he just thought that his brother took his alias and pretended to be him and do that. But instead, it turns out that it was his son in memory of his brother. So it
Yeah.
went from Fry thinking that his brother
Stole
like,
his
he went
name
from
and did that.
pure hatred of his brother to
But
then
he named
realizing
his
how much
son
his brother loved
after
him, you know.
Fry. Yeah. I remember that now.
It's
I gotta
something
sneeze.
like that. It might not have been his alias being stolen, but yeah, that's what it was. Bless you.
Oh, thank you. Another really good episode. The only one I've ever seen on South Park that had a serious undertone. It was the. You watch South Park?
My roommates watched every episode, so I've seen a lot here and there.
It's the episode where I believe it's Kyle wakes up and everything sounds like shit and looks like shit.
Oh, his music?
Like, yeah, everything sounds like shit, right?
Yeah, he
And then
it's
it's a
his birthday or
2-part.
something, right?
It's a 2 episode. It's a 2-part show. How would I say this? It's 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's 2 episodes, 2-part.
And he like joins the Matrix and stuff, and really. So like the people come, it's like Morpheus and stuff, and they discover that he has seen the true reality, that everything is shit, right? And that everything is really like the Matrix, right? And so they're like, come with us, and in order to see the world, like to keep it from looking like shit, they basically just get drunk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like they make it funny because they make it seem like a plot of the Matrix, right? Like you have to go take the pill and you'll see and this is what the world looks like actually. So he had to do that, and it's just funny. They do a very good job disguising it into just being like a funny episode, and then at the very end, it's the ending scene is the only thing that makes me realize that it was a serious message. As it finally goes all the way, and he's like, whatever, like it's just kind of life, some things sound like shit, but I gotta get over it. And then his friends come and get him at the end of the episode, and they're like, all right, come on, we're gonna go to the movies or something. And he's like, all right, fine. And he gets up and he walks out of the room, but then before he like catches back up, the camera stays in his room, and he walks back in, opens up a drawer, takes a swig out of a bottle, puts it back, and then walks off. And then the episode ends. And I was like, oh shit.
That is pretty insane.
Yeah.
Pretty deep.
I was like, damn, dude. Like, and it was clearly a message about alcoholism and addiction. Like just to tolerate the world. Like he literally woke up and was going to go to the movies with his friends. And then before he did it, he's like, I need to take a drink. And I was like, damn, dude, that's heavy. And then I watched the next episode and it made me laugh, and I was back in South Park mode. So
Okay, that's good.
yeah.
You ever see Avatar: The Last Airbender?
The movie?
No, the show.
Well, the way you said it made it sound like the one. Like, do you ever watch Avatar? Makes sense. But you said, did you ever see Avatar: The Last Airbender? Like, that's a one show. Never mind. No, I haven't. Oh,
I knew you hadn't because you thought I meant the movie.
no, I know there was a movie, but the way that you said it, it's like if it's like if I said, did you ever see Futurama? And it's like, that just sounds weird. It's like, do you watch Futurama? Because there's so many episodes.
No, because it's already over. So I would say past. I would use past tense.
So you would ask someone, you would walk up and be like, did you see Futurama? And then be like, which one? You get what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but I would ask that.
No, I never
I would
watch
ask
it.
that.
I saw it. Why did I
Yeah, they're
see
doing
it?
a live action of it or something.
I saw it.
It was trending on Twitter because they cast Katara.
I saw it on in the background somewhere. I don't know why. What it was doing.
Well, there's a really deep episode in it, so I was gonna bring that up, but you haven't seen it, so.
Yeah, I haven't.
I'm sorry, you haven't watched it.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
Yeah, you don't watch it.
All right.
Don't watch it, but I did watch it.
If you could be a professional athlete in any, I was gonna say in any sport, what would it be? You think baseball?
Yeah.
You want to play 162 games a year, just constantly on the road?
Yeah. Yep. Because I don't want to break any bones in football, getting destroyed for 16 games.
People get
money in baseball.
17 games this year.
True.
People get hit in the face all the time in baseball, dude.
Play outfield. I got a good arm.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like by pitches.
It'll be fine.
If you had to be a different nationality and speak that language, and you could never speak English again, what would it be?
Greek.
Why'd you answer that so fast?
I like Greek.
So you would, but you live here.
Or Egyptian.
But you would live here.
That's fine.
You wouldn't be able to communicate with anyone you know or love.
There's a Greek deli next to where I work.
You think anyone's in there? Do you think anyone in there is Greek?
They're all Greek. They speak Greek.
Is that the language, Greek?
Yeah. Now, it's interesting. Greek's actually older than Latin. People don't know that. They think Latin is like the oldest language.
Yeah.
It's not. Latin is Roman. Roman's after Greek.
Greco-Roman.
Greco-Roman. Yeah, exactly.
So you would just speak Greek, not understand what anyone else is saying to you. You would just have to go to the Greek deli down the street, and I guess kind of move in with them, make friends.
Fine. They make good food. I eat there a lot.
I was going to say, you can still do that now. Do they speak English?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, well, hold on a second. What would work here? Spanish, French? That's no.
Well, no,
fun.
I mean, you said if they speak Greek and English, then you've got a connection. You can make it work. They can translate for you.
Well, yeah, I guess. But I thought you meant like just be from a different place.
No, you are a Greek person. You speak Greek. You live where you're at.
What would you choose?
Probably Spanish. Not that that's what I would want, but it's the most practical in this area of the world.
Yeah, I guess I am in a very diverse place.
Yeah, for me, it's like if I spoke Spanish, I just moved back to Florida and I'm good.
That's true.
Miami is not America. I don't know if you've ever been there.
My sister lives in Miami. Been there a lot.
They primarily speak. It's strange to be in America, and their primary language is absolutely Spanish. It's so weird.
Well, that's what always blew my mind about Canada because they speak French and English. But I know it's more like, but I mean, again though, it's kind of the same thing.
No, but a lot of the people there still also speak English. They speak both. You go to certain places in Miami and just no one speaks English. It's wild.
Yeah.
Like I was there for just like a couple days. I took, I think, 2 or 3 Ubers, and only in one of them did the person speak any English, but all 3 spoke Spanish, and only one of them did the guy speak English. I was like, dude, like I'm still just in Florida. This is crazy.
It is pretty wild.
But I think I'd pick Spanish. But if I could choose the country, like I'm not just stuck in America with an odd language. I think maybe like Italian.
Yeah, Italian, a romance language.
Or
German.
French. German, like Swiss. I would love to live in Switzerland, dude. That would be cool. Or
sick.
Japanese, dude. If I could speak Japanese, it would just catch people off guard so much.
Turning Japanese. Feels
Let's see.
good. You know that song?
I think I'm turning Japanese. Yep.
By the Vapors.
The Vapors. What if you had a movie made about your life, who would you want to play you?
Well, that's tough. Only because all of the actors that we really know are either our age or way older. So
Yeah,
I'd
but
have to think of a kid actor.
you don't have to.
I do though,
You're 25 years
because
old. Why would you think of a kid actor?
by the time the movie would be
You're
made
also
about me,
6'4".
by the time the movie would be made about me, you're
No, I
talking
mean
about
like,
like right now as a 24-year-old.
oh, you're 24. I thought you were 25. Yeah.
I'm about to be, but it doesn't matter.
Basically, this just
Like
means
the movie is about like I've done something substantial enough where they're making a movie about me right now, not when
yeah,
I'm
like
80.
like your life up to right now.
And it's coming out like next year, and I'll still be 25.
Yep.
Okay, I just want to make sure, because that's why I was thinking a kid actor. Because by the time they would make this movie, I'd be like 60.
No.
We need actors that we don't know yet.
Well, you could assume. I mean, time freezes for all the actors. So if you think that this movie's going to go into your 60s, you could also just pick like George Clooney. You know. You tracking?
Yeah, I guess there was somebody that we just searched up today. I already forgot what his damn name was because somebody said I looked like him.
I think you look like
Somebody from Umbrella Academy.
I haven't seen
His
Umbrella
name
Academy.
is
I have to sneeze. Why am I so sneezy?
that's not who it is. I don't know, dude. I really have no idea who I would have play me. I would just play me.
Fair. I think mine's gonna have to be Benedict Cumberbatch just because I get it so much. Everybody always tells me I look like Doctor Strange. Yeah, I get it a lot. Let's see. Not with my glasses so much. I think without my glasses, I think it's because I have like the little beady eyes. I don't know. People think I look like him. I get it all the time. Which is weird because I think he looks kind of goofy. But there was something I wanted to address about our last podcast.
Yeah, tell us about it.
But I don't exactly remember. So I'm just going to start talking and see if it comes to mind. It was when I was talking about would you rather be the worst basketball player in the NBA or the best not in the NBA?
Yeah.
And something came up that made me think that I needed to change. I think I changed my mind to being the worst in the NBA. Only because I would get to meet and hang out with all the NBA players all the time.
Sure. Well,
think-
okay, so you know what's funny is I thought about this afterwards too because it was on my mind. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you had kind of convinced me to the best non the NBA.
Yeah.
As far as because of the comparison to soccer.
Yeah.
But the soccer sports here, you can still make a living on. You can't do that really very much overseas. On basketball?
You can still make a living. Like, they still...
I mean, it's... Like, I know some people that have been on European teams, and the teams shut down because they can't afford it anymore.
EuroLeague basketball salary.
That was my thought going into it. Or thinking about it later.
All right. Accept. In Spain, max salary per player is nearly $4 million. Let's see. Generally speaking, numerous countries in Europe offer on average anywhere between $60,000 to $500,000 per person to a player in the highest level league. China tops it all. Generous average of the Chinese league is $1 to $3 million.
Interesting.
There are current players like Jeremy Lin right now is playing in a.
Jeremy Lin. I know him.
He plays in a league. I mean, Luka was in the Euro League before he came over here, won the MVP. He was like fucking 17 years old and won the MVP over there. It's crazy. But I don't know. There was that, and then the chickens, man. I still think.
I look. I talked to 4 different people about this.
Yeah.
You want to know their predictions for killing an elephant?
Hmm.
You want me to start with the lowest or the highest?
The lowest. Get the idiot out of the way.
He said the lowest amount I think he said was like 250.
It's just way too low.
250 chickens.
Okay. And the highest?
Next lowest was, huh?
Go ahead.
The next lowest I want to say was like 500, and then 800, and then 1,000.
There's just no way.
They all thought you were nuts with the
They're
100,000.
just a fucking chicken, dude.
Yes, but 100,000, dude. All I'm saying is 1,000 chickens is so many chickens.
It is a lot of chickens, but I'm still talking about like what are they gonna do?
They're gonna peck the eyes out, dude. They're gonna fly up on top of it.
Have you seen that video of that elephant just fucking up that ostrich or whatever?
We already discussed
Or
it,
it's
so
a-
we could one v.
Is it a goose? I think it's an elephant versus a goose. Dude, you gotta watch this. This is just
Or
like a
you
baby. Look at this. Look at this. This is great. Oh yeah, I guess you can't really see it.
Send it in Discord or something, or put it in my chat or something. Unless it's not appropriate for TOS.
No, it's. I'm gonna watch
Welcome
it
to fight.
on mine.
Oh, just watch on your stream. I'll watch yours.
All right. Give me a second. I will try not to talk through it so that we can also see and hear.
Welcome to Fight Day, Elephant vs. Goose. The elephant has the advantage of using his trunk as a water cannon. I'd also say he has a weight advantage, but of course the goose has the power of flight. When he gets in close with his beak, he can be seriously annoying. Imagine peck, peck, peck on the top of your skull. Ooh, he decides to rehydrate.
if there were
Don't know if it's the
1,000
best
chickens,
time. There's a swing and a miss,
you'd be
and
fucking
another
toast.
swing, and
just let
another.
it
That
burn.
one connected. Massive trunk to breast impact. You don't have to be a goose to have felt that one. Fuck. Now the cheeky bastard has decided to charge the elephant. He has gigantic balls. Oh! The goose is looking for a takedown. He wants to show off his Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but there's a nice defensive kick followed by a fucking roundhouse. The big fella is clearly a fan of 90s Van Damme movies. The goose is nimble enough to dodge them though. Oh, not that one. I don't know what happened there. The goose is standing there like, well, a goose, and he's probably lucky to have not died. He takes a little time out. The elephant turns his back to the fight. That's a piss poor idea, and bam! Huge kick to the head. Whoa, a tiny webbed foot right between the ears. I don't even want to think about that kind of pain. And look at the elephant. He is out of it. Crikey. This fight should probably be stopped. The elephant is a stubborn wanker though. He gets a big run up. He's yelling, "Die, motherfucker, die! I'm taking you down to Elephant Town!" But the goose dodges and flies back to his original position. The elephant says no worries and proceeds to do that fucking water cannon move over and over. Yeah, nah, bloody ripper of a fight.
Incredible, dude.
I don't really even know what I was watching right there.
It was a goose and an elephant.
The elephant
man.
didn't do anything to the goose though.
Well, because it was too few geese. You know, imagine that there was thousands every step he was taking. You know. Anyway,
I
we've
want to
already
know how
agreed.
much my chair was. Anybody know how much this chair was?
Whatever you spent was too much.
I don't know. My dad bought it for me. He bought it
Secret
for me when it was
Lab?
on
That's like a
sale.
$400 chair.
This is the Titan extra large Secret Lab.
You got any other questions? Because I think it's about time that we wrap it up.
No, I'd rather save them for next time.
Yeah.
I think we got a good time. We're at a good time.
Pretty good time. I'm gonna
Wrap it up.
play some theme music here. This is what I was trying to get going while I was doing my intro here. Yeah, there we go. It's been fun.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm so out of it, but you know.
Oh, it's fine. I understand. I'm pretty out of it too. I mean, you may have been up this entire time, but I slept about 5 hours, and I feel like maybe I was more tired when I woke up than you are currently.
No.
I don't know, man.
No.
I don't know.
I made a
But-
TikTok though for our Bros and Robes TikTok.
Did you?
Thing almost put me to sleep. I started doing it because I'm like, well, let's just fucking knock out a TikTok. Rough. That was a mistake.
Yeah. I don't think I'm
So
streaming again until the next Bros and Robes because I have 5 hours of content to go through from the tournament last night.
Yeah, dude. I have
that's gonna
specific
be-
things I want to pull out, I think, and that'll be fine.
It's gonna be a hefty load.
Yeah, the tournament went on for a little bit there.
It's all right. It's all right. Next week we got to come up with something exciting for the podcast. Something planned. Something specific.
Yeah, and I'll try to make sure my my actual thing is like.
Yeah, it was just tough because you were in the middle of a 24-hour stream. I was up late last night. We'll get a good night's sleep next Saturday, and then we'll wake up and have polls ready for chat and etc.
It'll be sick.
Got anything planned for the rest of this stream?
I think I'm gonna go play some Sea of Thieves with my roommate. He texted me, said, "Hey, let me know if you want to play any games," because he knew we had the tourney last night. And he went to bed by the time we were done. And I said, "Yeah, dude, I'll play some games with you." We haven't played Sea of Thieves in a while, and
Yeah, I haven't played in a
it's
long
very
time.
easy. It's very easy to just totally spend 3 hours in that game.
Oh yeah, and then not gain anything from it.
Yeah, not gain anything from it, but like you're like, wow, I just spent 3 hours in that game. And that's how much I have 3.5 hours left, so.
All right, well, hey man, good chatting with you. I'll see you next Sunday.
See you next Sunday, folks.